My friends, we have turned the page. I feel the energy in our city everywhere I go. Londoners are excited and they're proud to live here because together they want to make London a better place. We are showing signs of recovery. What we don't want to do is to take this recovery in London and in the Southwest region for granted. Our city must be proactive to stay on track. It is so clear from the last election that voters were looking for two things from this new City Council: stability and focus. Londoners are looking for a council that together can get things done for our community. That's exactly what you'll get from us over the next 4 years. We were all sworn into this office in this very room before a crowd of 900. It was the largest council meeting in London's history. And with over 1,300 people here this morning, today's event is the largest chamber event in the past 10 years. You have all demonstrated once again how much you care about your city's future, and for that, I thank you. First and foremost this morning, we need to talk about budget and how we're going to do it better, how we're going to do it more efficiently and more responsibly, because that's what our business leaders and our citizens expect and deserve. A strong budget needs to be three things. It needs to be responsible, it needs to be sustainable, and it needs to be affordable. Just like in your business, just like in your home, you need to know how to budget and you need to live within your means. The Chamber has advised us again this year that we need to keep any increase around the level of inflation, between 2 and 3%, and that we need to consider the short, medium, and long-term consequences of every decision that we make. Council has worked hard over the past 7 weeks to avoid an additional 1% increase. That's $5 million. And today, halfway through the process, we're at 2.9%. And we're going to work hard. And we're going to look for ways to reduce that number further. All of that said, this is the last time you will see a budget process like this in London. We are leading the way. We are doing something that very few cities across Canada have done before. Once we've completed the 2015 budget, we're going to pivot to a multi-year budget that links directly to our 4-year strategic plan. This will allow us to identify our priorities and link them to the resources that will be needed to pay for them. Now, in addition to fiscal responsibility, this Council values honesty and integrity above all else. And to demonstrate our commitment to living these values, we'll soon appoint an Integrity Commissioner. This position will have real teeth. It will enforce a strengthened code of conduct and a level of accountability for all Council members, starting with me. And to attract the next generation of entrepreneurs, they're going to need access to fast, reliable internet. It's critical infrastructure that supports creativity and that supports collaboration. The City, along with the LEDC and downtown London, are taking immediate steps to provide fibre optic connectivity in our downtown core. The long-term strategy will focus on building a connected city. We must make it easier for people in London to export their innovation to the rest of the world. Now, I want to talk about the London Plan. This is an opportunity for a generation. It comes to Council for approval this spring. It will guide how we grow over the next 20 years. It's about growing our city inward and upward. It's about using our infrastructure more efficiently and keeping our taxes low. It's about our children and our grandchildren and ensuring that when they grow up, they can live across the city instead of across the country. The foundation of this London Plan is rapid transit. It's how we'll build the London of tomorrow. You know, Western student leaders once told me that we needed better options to get to class, to get to around the city. And I agree, but it's not just about students. It's about all of us. It's about getting to work. It's about running errands. It's about getting to appointments. It's about getting across the city faster. It's about creating a transit system that moves Londoners of all ages quickly and efficiently. And it's about thinking long term, because congestion hurts our economy. It hurts our public safety. It hurts our quality of life and our environment. We can do better. And today, I'm happy to announce the next step in our rapid transit initiative. It's called SHIFT. This program will define where rapid transit goes, what it looks like, and how it will be delivered. SHIFT will engage residents, businesses and students in a conversation about how we can best implement RT here in London. Because we're going to double our ridership. We're going to fight congestion and we're going to free up the roads. Ultimately, this is about moving London forward. Now, you've heard me say this before. Our downtown is our calling card to the world. It's our city's economic engine. Though it makes up just 0.4% of our land, it represents nearly 10% of our tax base. When downtown grows, the tax burden is eased for all of us. We can have better roads and cleaner parks right across the city. And the downtown is growing. There will be 5,000 people living there by next year, and Jeanette MacDonald and her team at Downtown London will be ready. The Thames River flows through the heart of our downtown. It's a treasure that needs investment. The London Community Foundation will work with the city to launch the Back to the River design competition later this spring. In time, our riverfront will become a place where you can go and have a coffee with friends, stroll along a boardwalk with your family. It will be a source of pride for all London, and it will be a destination of choice. Just to the south of this is the old Victoria Hospital site, one of the prime pieces of real estate in London. We have an opportunity of a century to develop this site. The work is underway. We've reached out to our private sector partners. We're looking for a bold, new urban neighborhood design, a blend of towers and low-scale buildings which will have 1,800 units at the doorstep of London and on the banks of the Thames. These improvements will enhance what London has to offer. This is what matters: caring for each other, especially those in our community who are the most vulnerable. Because right now, there are still far too many Londoners who are living without the certainty of a warm meal or a safe place to sleep. Our community is taking the lead when it comes to addressing poverty through London Cares, our Homeless Coalition, our emergency shelters, and the Poverty Research Centre at King's University College, and more. London is working to end homelessness. We've seen some progress. Since 2013, we have provided housing stability for over 100 individuals. And I'm happy to announce that this year we will be incorporating the Housing Development Corporation. Working with our nonprofit and our private sector partners, we will create new, affordable housing options and improve the housing that we already have. The world is changing. Technology, our local and global economy, and the challenges that every city faces to do more with less, to compete with communities across the province and around the world. These realities also come with them an opportunity for London to reinvent itself. It's our big successes. It's the ideas that we talked about today that make me certain that this will happen. Because let me tell you, London's time has come. It is time to bring the HVAC technician home. It is time to support entrepreneurs like Val, Carmina, Megan, and Daniel. It's time to support the next Ken and the next Paul. It's time to focus on the things that matter. It's time to build a better city and put London back on top. Everyone in this room and everyone in this community has a role to play. Our City Council is committed to working with you to drive this change because there is so much at stake. Our future and the future of generations to come depends on us getting this right. We need your ideas. We need your innovation. We need your passion. And we need your determination. We need your commitment so we can continue our work together to make London better. Because together and today, let's commit to a new kind of investment in our city, the way that every parent should invest in their children, with excitement, with dedication, and with the love for something greater than ourselves. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Whew. And I guess I get to follow